Assalamu alaikum, my friends. Welcome to another episode of Coffee and Captions, where we try to get through a figure from my book Revelation, the story of Muhammad, peace be upon him, in under 5 minutes. Today it's going to be a tough one because we got a lot to talk about. Let's do that intro. Okay, so today's figure is called Qusayy and the Quraysh of the Hollow. So we are roughly in the 400s Common Era, and like I told you in the previous video, we're talking the previous figure right here, the control of Mecca, which is this figure right here that you guys saw. We talked that it was Hijk, so Hajra, Ishmael, the Jurhamites, the Khuzaites controlled Mecca, and then after that was the Quraysh, and that happened in roughly 440 Common Era, and the person of the Quraysh who did that is a gentleman by the name of Qusayy. Now, I wanted to just show you this figure right here, which just shows Qusayy and his family tree, okay? So the person at the very top is a man by the name of Fihr. Fihr had a nickname, and his nickname was Quraysh. And that's why they are the tribe of the Quraysh, because these are the descendants of this gentleman named Fihr. Now, again, the details are not terribly important. I don't know this stuff, to be totally honest with you. Like, if you asked me to redraw this, I couldn't redraw it. But what I do know is I do know the names in these blocks right here. So some of the names that you see here is Harith, Amir, Adi, Saham, Juma, Zuhra, Taim, Makhzum, and Qusayy. And these are all names in these blocks right here. These are names of clans of Quraysh. And these are clans that come up in the life of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in the story. So it's good to start getting familiar with these names. The important takeaway from this entire figure right here is that what happened is that, see, Fihr right here at the top, or Quraysh, we'll just call him, he lived in Mecca, but he was not in control. Him and his family of the tribe of Quraysh was not in control of Mecca at the time of his life. It was in the control of the Khuzaa. But one of his descendants, if you go down one generation here, 2, 3, 4, 5, roughly 6 generations after, there is this person named Qusayy. And Qusayy takes back control of Mecca and hands it to him and his family of the Quraysh. And when he does that right here, this person, what he does, which is pretty natural, you see it all throughout history, is that he brings his closest family to live close to him in the center of Mecca. And those who are his remote kinsmen, he says, okay, look, we're in control, our family's in control, the tribe of Quraysh, but the close people, my tight cousins, right? You can stay close to me. The second, the third cousins, you guys can stay in Mecca, but you got to go to the outskirts of the city. You don't get to stay in downtown. And because of that, what you see here in this figure is Qusayy and these other names in blue, right? So you have Zuhra, Taim, and Makhzum. They become the Quraysh of the Hollow. Okay, the Hollow is just kind of like it's more of like a British word, right? It's an old English term for kind of like downtown or the center, the valley, okay? We actually have that term, the legend of Sleepy Hollow, right? It's kind of like this area, like a kind of a ravine, I guess, or something. And that's the hollow. You could call it the downtown Quraysh, okay? How about that? The Quraysh who lived in the inner city downtown, prime real estate, okay? The Quraysh who are on the outskirts were all of these people who were in blue, right? Light blue. So Harith, Adi, Juma, Saham, and Amr. So these are the Quraysh of the outskirts. And so what you see is that there are multiple divisions that we're going to get to, especially in the next episode. But the first division that you have in the Quraysh is those who live downtown, right around the Kaaba, right? These are like prime relatives of Qusayy, and then the secondary relatives who are the Quraysh of the outskirts. So Quraysh of the Hollow in dark blue, Quraysh of the outskirts in light blue. Interesting point I'll just add here real quick is that there are many descendants of these people who the Prophet, peace be upon him, interacts with. Classic example, the Prophet, peace be upon him, is a descendant of Qusayy, as we will see in the next figure. But other people that we see here is Taim. The clan of Taim is actually the clan of Sayyidina Abu Bakr, the Prophet, peace be upon him's best friend. Also, you see Makhzum here. A lot of the enemies of the Prophet are from the clan of Makhzum. Right? Some of them are enemies who turn into friends. The most classic example of an enemy who actually didn't become a friend was Abu Jahl. Right? But you see other people who later became companions of the Prophet, like Ikrama, the son of Abu Jahl, and many others. Okay, so you have the clan of Makhzum here. You have the clan of Zuhra, which is the clan of the Prophet's mother, peace be upon him. You also see here the clan of Adi, the clan of Sayyidina Umar, and some other clans around here. So just to give you a sense, family trees are important. You know, nowadays we don't put that much emphasis on it because just society is different. But back then, who you knew was so important to who you were. And a lot of the way people vetted other people's, what clan are you in, who's your cousin, what tribe are you in, what's your lineage, all that kind of stuff, very important. And that's why we're going to be spending a fair amount of time on family trees, so you start understanding and appreciating those interconnections. So we're just going to leave it at that. Again, just a very brief overview of this. I don't want to give you anything that I don't think you're going to remember, because you know what, some of the stuff even I can't keep track of. So the important thing is a high level approach to these figures. I hope you enjoyed this. In the next episode, we're going to talk deeper about more divisions that happen amongst the descendants of Qusayy. So stay tuned. And also remember, make sure, go to revelationtheexperience.com, where you can download this figure, get some more information about it, share it with anyone you like. Thanks so much for being a part of this. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.